And what I love the most about Remick was his Irish background. You could hear his Irish accent slipping through every now and then. But I love the fact that he also told his story of their own oppression. You know, this was a movie with a cast of people from a wide range of backgrounds, ethnicities. And one of the things that they all had in common was white supremacy and oppression. And even though these were so-called white people, phenotypically the Irish, a lot of them were treated bad. A lot of Irish came to America as indentured servitudes. A lot of them were the first white slaves in America. Before African chattel slavery ever hit America, a lot of people were using Irish people as slaves. Even when he's telling his story, he talks about how his homeland was colonized and how they would pray to God, and he felt like God was not listening. Around that time, that's when Christianity was becoming more popular in Ireland, but most Irish people are Catholics. So they were basically indoctrinating the Irish and subjugating them to Christianity when these were people from a normally Catholic background.
So what you just saw right there was a clip of a famous YouTuber by the name of Lovely T giving her perspective on a movie that was recently released called Sinners. Now, one thing I keep telling y'all about is a lot of people who only think slavery happened to melanated people, to copper colored people. A lot of people who think slavery only happened where they brought so-called African people from Africa to America have a very hard time and are going to have a very hard time with understanding that there were white people right here on the land who were slaves right here in America. But when you want to be the victim and when you think slavery only happened to people that look like you have a hard time understanding that you were not the only people enslaved on this land. And when you ask for reparations, when you guys go asking and you keep saying, you know, you're a descendant of slaves here in America, you're going to have a rude awakening when you find out that there were white people who were descendants of slaves right here in the land of America. And you're going to have another rude awakening when you find out that it was probably some of your own people who owned those white people.